Hey guys, this is a Canon Pixma TS6120 printer, and it's giving me this error code 1003, so 1003, and it basically is saying that there's no paper in the cassette, but I know that there is paper, because I put a few sheets in there. I've had this before, so what we're going to do is, if you're having the same issue, first you're going to check, of course, just to make sure you do have the paper tray. And if it's, it says in the cassette, so the cassette is the bottom tray, this is the rear tray. So what, the other thing that you're going to, so let's do the first thing. We're going to pull out the paper here. The paper is in the tray, but it sounds like there's something stuck in there. Sounds like the paper was stuck in there, so here's what we have. If you don't have paper in there, but you do have that message, what you need to do is you're gonna need to clean these rollers right here with some, either just warm water on paper towel, or I would use alcohol swabs. In a lot of the videos I use those, and for a lot of repairs. So let's remove this paper, make sure it doesn't have any ripped pieces that may be stuck inside the printer. And for some reason we can see that my printer is picking it up, but it's getting stuck in there. So in order to get to that area, we need to go to the back of the printer. Let's put it down. Okay, on the back, at first it looks like you cannot have any access, but it's pretty simple. You just lift the paper input tray, the rear tray, and there's this paper path cover right here that we can just open by pushing this. It's kind of pretty tough, maybe it was put in wrong. Okay, it's kind of jammed in there, so that's probably why there's a problem. There we go. So pull that out, just like this duplexer unit that we can pull out and check out. Then we can look inside the printer with some flashlight. Make sure there's no pieces of paper in there. This printer looks fine. What I'm gonna do is, I'm thinking most of my problem was that this cover had not been put in right. So let's put the duplexer unit back. It goes up like this here and slides. Do not apply much force, it should just slide in. Just kind of position it correctly in there. We got that in there. And now we're going to put the back cover. You slide those in there. Then you press this and it should be locked in there. Let's go to the tray. Before we go any further, another thing that you may want to check on your cassette tray is to make sure you have the correct setting. Here we go. So mine is set at letter, and that's what I have, the size here. Make sure the paper width is set to the correct, all the way to the paper there. And put this cover back on. Slide it in fully, and then we're going to press OK. And now you can hear that the printer has picked up the paper and is printing it out now. So, and while we were at it, we got another error, 1300, which is a paper jam. And when that paper was coming out, it just got stuck right there, right at the exit. Not sure why, but let me gently pull it out. Yeah, I'm not really sure why it did that, but could be something stuck in there. To me, it seems like there's no problem there, but let me put some light in there. If you have an error 1300, just clean those rollers right there. I'm going to try to run another piece of paper and see how that goes. Maybe it was just something after it didn't really expect the paper to come out later, since we had that jam previously. So just go ahead and turn the printer off and on again, and you shouldn't have this problem, but everything seems to be fine in the tray. I'm just going to close the tray, the top cover. I'm going to restart the printer, and I'm going to try to print something and see if we get that error again. So I was able to restart the printer. It fed about 3 pages through before it shut off. So I think it's all reset now. I'm just going to run a blank page to copy and see if everything works fine now, if it feeds without the error of the paper not being picked up or no paper in the tray. That paper is stuck right there on the duplexer unit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull this paper out, gently, try not to rip anything and leave any paper pieces in there. Now I'll just remove the tray here. Let me see what's going on in there. Everything seems to be fine. It's just, hopefully we didn't break anything when that first jam was there, but everything's fine. So what I am going to do is I'm going to clean this roller. I'm going to clean this roller here, this one, and this one on the duplexer unit, and then I'll clean the rollers up front. Those right there. And I'll just use alcohol swabs for that. Okay, so I'll just twist this gear right here and hold the sponge down, or a piece of paper towel. I'm using this pad here, so it seems to be clean. But anyway, there could be just paper dust that we need to get rid of. All gears, I've checked those and they seem to be working just fine. It's been 1 week and I just have you didn't use window cleaner or any cleaning solution on there to put it back this way. And that's how it goes. So now it's in there. So I just pressed OK in order for So just use this opportunity while the printer is starting up or trying to get rid of the errors. Just go one by one while it still spins. To do that, you can also send a job through. Or turn the printer off, for example, and it'll start doing that as well. And then when you turn the printer back on, same thing. It just gives you the opportunity to clean these rollers while it spins. So one by one we cleaned a few of them. So hopefully that's what our problem was, and we'll let the solution dry for a little bit, and we'll go from there. I'll turn it on and just clean a couple more. Just some that I missed. So this one. Okay, so now I'll try to put everything in and try to make a copy and see how that goes through. So after letting those rollers dry, the paper did come out, and it's the printer is pretty much ready to keep working. The errors that we had don't show up again, either the 1300 or the first one that we worked on. So the printer is ready to go. So please like this video if we were able to help you with this problem. Subscribe to our channel and have a wonderful day. Thank you.